Well, I'm whipped. See that truck right there? Let's have a story. Let's tell another story. I got a good story for you. So I was being lazy. Sitting on my lazy boy. I just made lunch for my wife and I. We had some eggs and some pickled herring. Don't freak out. And some spinach and croissant, some homemade preserves, and some homemade pickled lemon drop peppers, and some homemade that I made, and some homemade sweet pickles that Sister Tierce made. She also made Carol Tierce also made the preserves. Such a blessing. So I just finished putting the tire on that truck. The spare tire was up under the truck bed, as you might imagine. Trucks have the spare tire up under the bed, and they've got a release. A lot of trucks, this one included, have a tool that you slide through a long tube, and it releases a mechanism. It drops the tire down. Well, I got a call from the rakes from the Seven Hills Church of Christ in Lynchburg, Virginia. I preached there 16 times in 2020. I think it was 19. I think it was 20. I don't know. I think it was 2020. And while they were looking for a full-time pulpit minister, and I met the rakes while I was there, and the rakes have been working with some folks, just being good to them. Greta knew the man, and when they were childhood friends, and he married a lady, and then they've been friends since childhood. So she's been talking to him and trying to help him out. Been helping him out. Anyway, I got a call this afternoon, and I'm sitting in my lazy boy. Paul, what are you doing? I said, I'm slacking. He said, there's a reason you're slacking. Why? Well, because there's some folks there in Roanoke that need your help. And I'm like, well, just tell me. So he told me about their friends, and they were broken down. They had a flat tire, and the tire wouldn't come down. They couldn't get the mechanism to release the tire. Well, I got there, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I texted my buddy, who's Joseph, who's a really, really genius, literal genius, mechanic genius. He's worked on my stuff for me before. Came up from Georgia to do so. So he said, you got that tool backwards, dummy. I said, oh, I figured it out, flipped it over, and I was like, you're the best, Joseph, love you, thanks so much, you just saved us. Put the tire down, jacked the truck up, swap the tire out, and it was a wonderful, blessed experience. So these folks, they're struggling. Their living situation's not that good. They got a roof over their head, but it's not much of one, and I mean it. So if you could please pray for our friends. You know, I hate it, but I cannot remember their name, but God knows who they are. You pray for those folks, and pray for the rakes as they serve these folks. And I did talk to her about, I said, let me put one seed of thought in your head before I leave. Okay. She said, yes, sir. She's my age. A little bit younger. And I said, in Matthew 16:18, Jesus said, upon this rock I will build my church. He said, I will build my church, and he didn't say I'll build my churches. And it's obedience to Jesus that determines whether we are that church or not. That's the one I'm part of, and that's all I'm going to say. So I just left that I left that seed in her head to think about one. Because one is a repeating theme in Scripture. Is there one God? Well, sure, yeah. Is there one Jesus? Oh, absolutely. Is there one faith? Well, there is. That's Ephesians 4. Is there one church? There is. There's just one body, one church, one kingdom, one bride. Jesus is the head of the body. He is the king of the kingdom. He's the head of the church. He's the bridegroom of the bride, the church. Yeah, so I wanted to point her to that. So hopefully our new friend will come with us, learn about that one way of salvation in the one church of the Bible that we have obeyed. And I pray that the rakes will be a blessing to them, continued blessing to them. And if our new friend is listening, I'm so sorry I forgot your name. I should be able to remember it. I want to say it was Laura. I hope I got it right. I don't know. Anyway, I loved on them for by being a servant. I love being a servant. Oh, I love to be a servant. Y'all should be servants too. Everybody needs to be a servant. So anyway, Love you so much. My name is Paul. I want to go to heaven, and I want you to go too. I'm a Christian, just a Christian. I hope it's been encouraging to you. I'll see you next time.